East of Eden, Adam and Eve toiled in a world forever altered by their fall. The ground was no longer generous. Every seed sown was a battle with thorns and rocks. Yet, amid this struggle, their sons Cain and Abel brought promise. Cain, the elder, mastered the art of farming, his hands calloused and his shoulders bent from long days of labor. Abel, the younger, chose the life of a shepherd, his heart drawn to the simplicity of the fields and the creatures under his care. In their shared work, an unspoken tension simmered. Was it the weight of their parents' failure, or the haunting memory of a paradise they would never see? The story began with quiet toil, but was heading toward a storm no one could predict.
The time came for Cain and Abel to bring their offerings before the Lord. Cain brought the fruits of his harvest, a testament to his labor and skill. Abel, in contrast, offered the firstborn of his flock, the very best he had, and with it, his heart. The Lord looked with favor on Abel and his offering, but on Cain and his offering, he did not look with favor. Genesis 4:2-5. Cain's chest tightened as he watched the smoke of Abel's offering rise unhindered. His own offering remained earthbound, rejected. The ache of being overlooked turned quickly to anger, not just toward Abel, but toward the God who had chosen him. As anger consumed Cain, God spoke to him. "Why are you angry? Why is your face downcast? If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it." Genesis 4:6-7. Cain heard the words but felt no comfort. The warning was clear. Sin was not a passive force. It was a predator, waiting for its chance. But Cain's heart hardened further. He could not see beyond his jealousy, nor could he forgive the brother he now viewed as his rival. One day, Cain spoke to Abel, asking him to join him in the field. Perhaps Abel thought it was a gesture of reconciliation, a brother seeking to mend their bond. But as they stood alone in the field, Cain's rage overtook him, and while they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. Genesis 4:2-8. The world held its breath. This was the first act of murder, the first shedding of human blood. The earth, which had already borne the curse of Adam, now drank in Abel's blood, crying out for justice. The Lord called out to Cain, "Where is your brother Abel?" Cain replied with cold defiance, "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? But the Lord's voice thundered, exposing the truth. "What have you done? Listen. Your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Now you are under a curse and driven from the ground, which opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood." Genesis 4:9-11. Cain's punishment was swift and severe. The ground he worked so hard to tame would no longer yield its fruit, and he would become a restless wanderer. Cain cried out, "My punishment is more than I can bear. Whoever finds me will kill me." But even in judgment, God showed mercy. Not so, anyone who kills Cain will suffer vengeance 7 times over. And the Lord placed a mark on Cain so that no one who found him would kill him. Genesis 4:13-15. Banished to the land of Nod, Cain carried the weight of his crime and the grace of his protection. His exile was not only a punishment, but a reminder that God's justice is always tempered with mercy. Abel's blood cried out for justice, but it also set the stage for a deeper truth. Sin's power over humanity was great, but God's plan for redemption was greater. Generations later, another would come, offering his own blood not as a cry for vengeance, but as a plea for forgiveness. This blood speaks a better word than the blood of Abel. Hebrews 12:24. In the tragedy of Cain and Abel, we see the first steps in humanity's long journey toward grace.